Hey, what's up you guys? If you have brakes on your trailer, you have to have a brake controller installed on your vehicle to activate your brakes. So we're going to review the Prodigy P3 brake controller and show you how it works. Let's take a closer look. So let's start by showing you how to install this on your vehicle. Now every installation on every vehicle is a little different, but on this Prodigy P3 brake controller, we have an adapter that has our 4 wires that we'll need to connect for our brake controller to work. Let's go and look at these colors and where each of them go. Our white wire is our ground wire. Our blue wire will hook up to our 7-way wiring connector on the rear of our vehicle. Our red wire hooks up to our brake switch to give us a signal when we hit the brake on our vehicle. And our black wire is our power wire, which will hook up to a power source like our battery on our vehicle. Now the installation for these wires are different on every vehicle. Some vehicles will have all 4 of these wires routed for you underneath your dash, where you just have to hook them up using an adapter. So just make sure that you consult with your vehicle to see where you can hook these up. Now once you have these hooked up, this adapter will just easily plug into our brake controller. We have a plug right here on the back where we can just push it in, and it just clicks into place. So we went ahead and hooked up our brake controller to this power box to simulate all of our functions on our brake controller. Let's start by looking at these 2 buttons on the far left. These are our power buttons. If you press the up or the down, the display will change to your maximum output level for the amount of power you're sending back to your brakes. Now after testing your trailer and going on a flat surface, you can set this to the correct setting for your towing vehicle. And then you can just hit OK on the bottom right, and it will go back to the main display. Now on the bottom we have our manual knob. If you pull this all the way, the display will go all the way to your maximum output setting. That way, if you aren't hitting the brakes on your vehicle and you need to apply a little bit of brakes on your trailer, you can go ahead and hit that to apply a little bit more pressure. Now let's look at the buttons on the right side of our brake controller. On the top we have our boost setting. On the top right of the display, if you hit this boost button, you'll see it'll say boost level 1, boost level 2, or boost level 3, or set boost off. Each boost level increases the percentage of how much power it sends to your trailer brakes. To see how much percentage that increases, just make sure that you take a look at the instructions on your brake controller. So our bottom right button is our menu or setting option. When you press that, you can adjust the display, which will allow you to change the brightness, color, or contrast for your display screen. Or you can change the brake type, which you can switch it from electric to hydraulic, depending on what brake you have on your trailer. Now in our help option, it will allow us to change the language on our brake controller to either English, Spanish, or French. Troubleshoot issues you may have with this brake controller or with your trailer brakes or connection, or you can contact the manufacturer with the information on this setting. Now on the far left of this brake controller, we have a meter that when you hit the brake on your vehicle, it will show us how much power is going towards our trailer brakes. Now right next to the bottom of that meter, we see the E. The E shows that it's in the electric brake setting, and it will change to an H if we set this to the hydraulic brake setting. On the top left, we have a T1. This is a smart brake controller which can store different settings for different trailers that you own. If you hold the boost button for 2 seconds, it will bring up the option to set up settings for 5 different trailers. So if you press trailer 3, it will change to T3. So now that we've gone over all those settings, if you ever disconnect your trailer from your brake controller, our screen will change from our display to a red "No Trailer Connected." That way, if this display comes up and your trailer is plugged in, you know that you're having connection issues with your towing combination. So the best place to mount this is on the dash of your vehicle. And we have 2 different options to do that. First, we have a simple metal bracket where 2 screws will mount it to the dash, and then 2 screws will line up with the holes here and on the side of the bracket to mount it like so. Our second option is to use the clip-on bracket. Now this one will also mount to our dash, but once this is mounted to our dash, our brake controller is just going to clip onto place. We have these 2 little knobs on the center of these arms, and they're going to line up with the holes on the side of our brake controller. This is just going to slide into place and clip on, and that will keep it into place on our dash. Now our brake controller comes with all the screws and hardware butt connectors that we need to hook it up to our vehicle and to mount it. Now the Prodigy P3 brake controller can manage up to 4 axles of trailer brakes and is a great option for your towing combination. If you have any questions about this brake controller, or if you'd like to schedule an installation with a U-Haul Hitch professional, you can visit your closest U-Haul Hitch center, or you can visit us online at uhaulhitches.com. Thank you.